Heading off the list is going to be Colonial Pipeline.
Yes.
This was the one that really put ransomware on the map,
Oh, yeah,
right?
and really annoyed the president, if I recall.
Yes, it did. And so there was something called the Darkside gang. They began the attack. They first targeted the firm's billing system and their internal business network, and it basically shut down this pipeline. They didn't shut down the pipeline per se, they just shut down the pipeline's ability to do business,
Yeah,
which I think is a common thing that we'll see across some of these.
yeah, and I think
And
what ended up happening is all across the eastern seaboard, they couldn't like, gas stations couldn't actually resupply, right, or refuel
yes,
because there was no ability for Colonial to figure out how much gas got sent where and all the rest.
yeah, this is a really interesting thing here. They're saying that one of the reasons it was particularly dangerous because of consumers starting to panic, and they started doing things like hoarding gasoline in flammable plastic bags and bins.
Yep.
And one car even caught fire.
And this
Yeah,
was a widespread impact, if I recall, right? So many
yes, it was.
millions and millions of people affected.
They did eventually recover. They did actually pay the ransom, and the U.S. law enforcement was able to recover much of the ransom payment. They were able to trace the cryptocurrency.
I think we did a podcast about this topic a while ago
Mhm.
when this happened.
We did.
And I think this is also the one where basically the Darkside gang shut down because there was too much heat put on them. And then they came back as a different ransomware gang.
They quote unquote went out of business,
Yeah.
but it's not like they're like an actual business. They got to file paperwork or anything. They just stop doing business as that, and then they just change their name and do something
Yep.
else. So they were also responsible for the BrynnTag attack, which is a chemical distribution company, and they're saying that it was an even bigger ransom. It was $7.5 million. This one again, they paid the ransom, which
Yep.
where they paid part of the ransom.
I don't know so much about the Colonial Pipeline, but with this one particularly, they also exfiltrated a bunch of data. And so I think the chemical company was a little worried about that.
That makes sense. That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Good